I played with the EVO champion of Mega Man Battle Network and won! In this video, I'm gonna look over our set and do some analysis so you can see how high-level Battle Network gameplay is like and also get some tips so you too can beat an EVO champion. Last year, I joined a Legacy Collection tournament in the Switch version and managed to reach the finals, where I faced off against Anime Caveman, the EVO champion for 2024. This is played in the Switch version of Battle Network Legacy Collection, specifically Mega Man Battle Network 6. And this format uses download chips, which means some chips that weren't in the original American release, such as Double Beast or the Cybeast Giga chips, are allowed, as well as Gondol Soul EX, a more buffed up Gondol Soul with longer reach. Anime Caveman is using Bugdet Thunder, a Giga chip from the Pulsar version, while I am using Colonel Force, a Giga chip from the Gregar version. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and if there's any feedback so I can improve of this for the next one. And if you're interested in checking out the full set without cuts and the rest of the matches from this tournament, I'm gonna put a link in the description to my other channel where it's at. Enjoy the show! Alright, here we go. Let's see here. I have a vague recollection of what folder I was carrying.
No, it's all good. It looks like we're
Groundman,
getting into it.
tank the hit. Just tank the hit. Important information. I think this is close setup, so this is already crucial stuff to know.
Gonna trigger.
No rush as well. Interesting. So I do know I do have some an idea of what I'm dealing with here. As we've mentioned already, Anime Caveman EVO champion and Farsal player. He won using Falsar BDT. I know he plays a lot of BDT. So I'm already having a vague idea of these 2100 HP. So this must be something like a Giga Plus with Hub Badge, you know, trying to pop it, custom bug, etc. So that kind of stuff. That's why maybe he doesn't have rush. Also, if he doesn't have rush, then he also might not have beat. So that's giving me already some information to have an idea. As you can see, what's a light turn? He was just doing the rush check. Coming in Biz right now. It's a little complicated here because usually like you want to try and get progression, but you don't just want to pop chips just in case. And because I remember this is Switch version, I only have one get on in Switch, so like popping it here is risky.
They'll want to like catch them.
Okay, so here just since I'm already popping the Gadon and he's not moving, I assume he doesn't have shoes, so I'm just taking advantage of the turn to line up some beams and get some damage here.
Leaves, yes. Looks like we have a get in here. Locking Anime Caveman in
Oh,
place.
notice the movement. Yeah, so the good thing is this was full field advantage, so that's why I still have enough time to shoot out and then move. Because if that had been a little bit slower, then I would have ate the bubble star. But luckily I was able to move away. And that was a little bit rookish of me as well. Because usually in those type of situations, you want to like feign them out. Like go down and not shoot. Wait a moment. See if they pop a button. Or go back up and then go down again. That's kind of stuff that you're trying to do. Managed to line up one more hit. However, this is also dangerous because at mid-animation he could cross-cancel and try to do something like Erase Man. He's also probably gonna either go Beast or go Tengu. He could also just ride it out. It's already like 6 seconds into the regeneration of the panels. I remember I think the holes are like 10 seconds, so...
You know, the shape of air shoes is you know,
Sanctuary, just to get the hand moving.
Have air shoes for a few turns. Why
Sneaking in the area still. Judgment, yeah, unfortunate. Might have an area still as well after an area grab. Sorry, I'm saying the Japanese name just because I'm a weep. Charge already. Once again, because Caveman is using BDT, you want to try and hold on to the charge until after they pop BDT, so you can use charge tackle to get rid of the bug that thunders. He's thinking what? He's gonna ride it out. This guy's crazy. I had no idea what to do there. I think that hand looks complicated. Like what do you pop? Like yeah, sure you could take the Imbiz, you could take the Aura, but he's in Tengu, so it's like yeah, we got shoes, so no issues. But yeah, gonna be losing the area. So he is going Dust. Was willing to let go of Tengu. So he wants to get his hand moving. I'm trying to push here. Not the best idea, but alright, sure. Just trying to get the hand moving. I think it's like the overall team here of the recap. Have a trap in the back. And the ground man. I mean, yeah, once again, just trying to get things moving.
20 seconds on launch. And I think enough people complained to Capcom that, hey, this isn't enough time. Like, you know, we're constantly running into
I don't mind 30 seconds.
like the early patches.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the.
game
Oh, doesn't hit. Okay, cool. Ooh,
was,
all
they
right.
corrected that to 30 seconds.
Oh,
That's
nice.
gonna get rid of the last
Yeah.
animation from the Gondel Soul EX.
So that was pretty
When
early.
the
and that was,
trap
like, one of,
pops.
like the early like bug fix patches.
And there it is. Grab Banish M. Yeah. Usually, if I have the Muramasa M special in
Looks
Switch
like Pablo's in
version,
a little bit
I
of a
might have
pinch
the
here
Grab
with
Banish
his,
as well.
area advantage.
Just for that
He's,
slight synergy.
locked into a
And
funny
having
little L shape.
options to remove
probably could
area.
grab
It's a little bit of
advantage,
soup
advantage
because you just have those two M chips there,
in order
but
to get-
good value if you
especially against,
need
you know,
area steal
BDT
options
players, having
and
that,
some
area
damage.
advantage, I feel like is a
Getting
big
out
advantage.
of the slash cross, I think, just in case of any
So
charge
BDT
shot
fighting time,
shenanigans
I see
here,
that he's-
as
you
you
know,
can
he's
see
taking
here
on
with
Death Cross
how he's lining
for
up.
dear life.
Yeah, barrier and then wind rack, sure. Okay, okay,
Because if he
I
doesn't
get it.
turn off that Death Cross,
Have a
then
layer of
that's just
defense
gonna
while
give
you're in the
Anime
animation.
Caveman easy.
So you could also argue that you could do wind rack before the barrier, and if you get caught in an animation, like say the opponent pops a race man, then you can activate barrier 200 in defense to that. You know, it's like layers and layers, and here I'm just valuing the defense over the action first. I have enough
You
time.
know,
Like
this-
I'm not in a rush to get rid of the aura. It's not like I'm trying to line up a combo and I'm in beast. He's in beast, so I can ride it out still.
The slower your opponent can get to BDT, the better. If you know that
Popping
they have
the barrier
Oh yeah.
just to keep the trap.
it on the field, once that's live,
Alright,
then
good.
you would,
Avoid the race. Yeah, there was a
Oh,
possibility of a razor.
racer
Yeah,
there.
avoiding the
Oh, yeah,
Muramasa. That's cool. That's
Big
good. That's
Muramasa,
cool.
But it looks like I missed.
And I guess to follow up on what I was saying before, the pressure of doing an action or doing stuff is on Caveman right there in that turn because he was in beast. It was his last turn in beast, so he wanted to make sure he was able to get off whatever he wanted there, like that Muramasa, but managed to avoid it.
To,
It is interesting how, you know, like it's like what, turn 5, turn 6 already, and hasn't popped BT yet. Either it's all the way in the back, hasn't been able to dig it out, or holding
shoot
on
his way to it or not.
until he's able to confirm a better position for himself.
Give it spout cross
There it
coming
is.
In. Nope,
Oh,
got
there
the
it is.
I could have gone to the next turn, held the trap, but I get it. A little bit of
Ooh, I feel
panic,
like that was a little
and
sim-
because he popped the BDT
say,
already, now I can go charge.
getting hit by the
Also
BDTs,
still tricky,
now we've already
haven't
got
fully
one on
seen
the
his
field.
folder, could
That
have
is
something
how
over
the
there.
Pablo
Like we saw the
Stun locked by
bubble
that,
star, so if
too,
he has
so-
one, he could have two.
Thankfully, the
Just
moment
moving,
you
yeah,
get
here,
close-
this is like BDT 101, but like you want to do horizontal movement if you're in a different row than the BDT is, so that way it doesn't go up to you and you just keep it like there.
seems less.
Oh, awful. But it is what it
Yeah, all
is.
that-
You could still take some advantage of it in the fact that, yeah, you can like move faster. Here you see me go down, but
Space back, you don't have to
popping
worry too
that
much,
is
just as long as
dangerous.
you keep
Luckily pays off.
moving.
Can
you
keep
won't
him
get
from
hit,
doing
but you can
another
also watch
BDT
out
there
because
at the
if your
end.
opponent take
Have
hit
some
by that
damage. I
vulnerable
can get
too,
my
it's
hand
a
moving
bonus
here. That's
damage.
good. See him going back. Gives me space to move around here.
Oh, okay.
Trying
that's
to get
smart. I didn't know
P
that.
shots.
So he's using the
No activation. He may have
charge,
defense here. If he doesn't have
charge
defense, he
cross,
has
charge
something
shot
that
to,
he's holding
dispel
on.
the BDT
And
with
that's
high
something that
racer
may be a chip for damage.
perhaps get it off
It's
the
not
field.
defense. He's trying to hit me for a D-cross with something.
Oh, yeah, no,
After
it
he
comes
pops the
very
trap.
handy. When you throw it out, you better
Unfortunate
be-
miss. I could have. I should have popped the. I should have pressed A faster there. He was lined up and then he moved down.
better be ready
What's he got here?
because
What's he trying to
they
do?
get- you're
Double beast
vulnerable
as
if-
well.
if you
At least that's good. You know, it's like, yeah, that's gonna show up eventually if download chips are available, like in this tournament. So I don't mind that. I'm more concerned about something that decrosses me. However,
Racing
I
against
am
kind of
exposed.
opponents
I
that
don't
like
have
to
any more
throw
defense.
attacks
You
at
can see I'm at the end of my chips actually.
But you want to get still
Have
take
my
some-
win condition
give
here
them
all the
some
way in the
damage over
back.
time. Your custom
So here, okay, yep. I
Oh,
was trying to
Pablo's
get
going for the
the pop, but
Colonel
yeah, he basically in this game
force here, that's gonna
wasn't
take
able
game one.
to get off his
Colonel-
damage.
Colonel
I
is so-
avoided
ooh,
the
this is crazy.
Muramasa, I avoided the bubbles. His BDT came in late, so I had a good amount of chips stacked in my favor for me to push. And when we're there at the end, and maybe he doesn't have any more defense, I was able to just pull off the corner force there at the end, as you saw. I could, and you know, I was trying to wait out any reaction there, so that's why you don't see me mashing it on round start. But still,
Crazy Pablo,
he had
what
something
the
else there. Could have done something different. Alright, let's go to game 2.
Let's see how this
Tricky hand again.
spin us up. Grand
Double
finals.
recover here. So it's good that you have that ready, so in case you take damage that you can just go into the next turn and pop that. But here it's like I only have 3 chips. It's like I have a custom bug here, basically, because I'm having to hold on to so much stuff. I have to hold on to that attack 30, to those recoveries, to this win rack. I don't have a lot of room to play with, but you see here that I have the Gadon, I could pop that. I have the Groundman as well, you know, just have that. So far so good. However,
like I said, at the
I've been
strategy
a
of
little
Charman
lucky.
dispelling
Let's see, let's see.
T-balls, the
Oh,
Thunderballs,
Groundman once
that
again.
was
We're
pretty
trading
smart, and
Groundmans.
then,
This
you
time
know,
I don't
taking
block
that
it.
to a-
Same idea with the ground, man. One with that.
You see me moving, trying to get rid of the holes of the crack
Oh,
panel. Sorry, you know, I just want to make sure that those are already popped, so in case that I have to get the field back, I lose my shoes or something like that. I haven't seen it uninstall yet, but that's why I'm doing it preemptively. I don't mind the Groundman because I have these recoveries.
That's a pretty good
I
thing
could
to
even take the
have.
2 of them now.
There is a lot more utility in a lot of these
Okay.
chips, and I think people don't
So here I'm just popping the Gadon to keep him in place. If he's gonna pop the barrier, that gives me space to just wither down that barrier with the P shots,
realize, you
popping
know,
the bug
trying
fix,
to,
popping the trap,
you know,
popping
reduce
everything,
damage
popping
and
bottles.
win conditions.
However,
A lot of really personal
ooh,
strategies
I'm
themselves.
gonna get hit, even if I want to try to avoid that. Maybe if I cross cancel, but I don't know if I avoid it. Yeah, just keeping the recap. I mean, I'm gonna get hit, so might as well, right?
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna
Oh,
hold
I was able to dodge it. I'm so good.
healing from last turn. Maybe he didn't
I didn't think that you would be able
You know,
to.
having that extra
That's cool.
HP cushion is really
Just moving here. Ooh,
and throwing away
and
300
beast.
say,
Okay, that's good. That's
it
good. That's good.
feels,
That's good. I can push him
pretty
away
bad.
here.
is front
Oh,
row
oh,
and
oh, 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 my
letting
man's
off,
going crazy.
DDT.
My man's going loco here with the
We did
win
see him
rack.
get that pretty-
Yep, early BDT in this
He's gonna
turn.
do everything
Oh,
he
oh,
can to
that,
make sure
oh,
he doesn't
dang,
get- oh my
ouch,
God.
ouch.
Big
Yeah,
damage,
he got
big
his damage this time around.
I think
That's a
they put
good
him in
one.
the ring.
So usually, because of this folder, you will see me maybe trying to hold on to the race man because I want to use it to maybe set up the corner force at the end. That's one of the ways to, you know, like get that confirmed hit. But here, since I am trying to avoid BDT and I'm trying to avoid him getting those out into the field, I'm trying to just line up the shot for a D-cross and try and catch him while he's about to shoot it and have him restart the charge. Let's see if I can get
Great
this happening
going
though.
on with-
Just protect himself here a little bit.
Oh, what's my brother
Nature is
doing?
really smart.
Okay,
It looks like
okay,
Paul
alright,
allowed the,
sure. I don't know,
race
mashing
too
or something?
early.
Nah.
If
Bad.
he
This was bad on my
It
end.
still does, I think, around
Like here, you don't want to go all the way to the back. You wanna maybe try and draw it out to come down around this part, around these panels. That way you can try and go all the way to the back with charge and get rid of it. You see me here panicking and just going all the way to the back, and that's just not giving me any room to try and maybe destroy it. Because he's gonna come down here, and that doesn't work. Believe me, I tried, or at least that's what I think. I don't think it works, but if anybody knows if it actually can be used, let me know. Thank you.
But maybe Pablo's looking for the Colonel Force.
Nah, not yet. Not a good
See him kinda
position to
hovering
pop
over
it. Not yet. And why not yet? Because the reason here is you wanna try and maximize the damage when you get a corner falls off. So I could try and maybe get even area here with the grabber bench in Q. But first, I have to pop it. I have to hope that he doesn't have an answer for it. And after that, I gotta wait for the flashing and then try and get the hit off. If he doesn't have any defensive options there. Also, ideally, you want to have something to set that up, like the Judgment, because I already don't have the Raceman. I already used it in this game. So that's kind of what I'm trying to hold on. That's like the checklist or like the game plan of how you're gonna try and execute on the corner force, you know? Because if you have an area graph there and he has an out to it or has an area graph of their own, then worst case scenario, you're even area. Which is like the minimum you want to have to throw out the corner force. I do not think it's worth it to throw out the corner force if you're -1 area, unless you have confirmed that you can kill here, or it's like, you know, less than 300 HP. But I will go even 200, 240 HP for it. Anyways.
Here.
Okay, you see me waiting until he has fully charged. That's why I'm trying to reset his charges again, like either by the drag of the grabber bench, or if he does defense like he does here, the trap is gonna pop. I'm not gonna maybe be able to get the damage, but I'm resetting his charge, so that's what I want.
Sure, if the anti-damage will know. The
Nice,
anti-damage is not
nice,
gonna
good there.
as soon as Anime Caveman
Good
steps
way
on
to
that
get rid
row,
of the BDT.
That's gonna go right
End
back
of turn,
to,
popping the Abyss. backs
Yeah.
off.
Go for it.
See, now here is a better condition to maybe try and get the counter force, but I would like one more area grab. I haven't tracked my area grab so far. I don't know if I have used all of them. I think I have 3. Oh, okay. I can just do this, yeah.
Ooh, that could have been big. But we got him. And
Okay.
big hit
Yeah.
from
So yeah,
Murmur.
could have done the charge and then maybe the Muramasa, but when am I gonna get another guaranteed chance to just pop that right in front of him without having some sort of countermeasure? So yeah, I just valued there having the confirmation. Maybe I can get other charge shots later. I haven't seen the bubbles though. Just trying to push with area. Oh fuck! Oh GG's, yeah.
Ouch.
Bad movement here.
That's probably gonna be it.
Yeah. That was my bad. Yeah.
That's game.
All right, this is 1-1 so far. This is grand finals, but here I feel pretty good so far. This is definitely doable for me. I just need to like lock in. Starting off with
just
double
back
V's.
in it.
So here I think it's also good to highlight what are the differences between game 1 and game 2, and I think that the fundamental thing or like the main thing that you will see that when different is just the damage. I got hit by the Groundman SP. I got hit by the bubble star at the end. I get hit by a bunch of stuff, and I also had some neutral flops. Like I could like right there at the end, I could have just hold position in with the holy panels, didn't have to go up. But yeah, I think that's the main thing that I have to look out for, and I would recommend to people when they're trying to like not only just go against BDT, but also like try to be mindful of when you're going into the next game or you're going into a final game type of situation. Like yeah, you have to make that assessment of what's going different, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, and try to build a game plan out of that,
Actually,
or adjust your
it
existing game plan to what's
it
going
wasn't
on.
enough.
So here I'm going pretty chill, just hoping that he'll try and pop something, and you see that it's happening. And hey, great minds think alike. We're both just waiting for it. We've also already seen Caveman do something similar, like he holds on when he has damage, and that's what happens here. If I would have brought the Imbiz here, that would have been good, but I decided to just go for damage and hold on to the defense for later.
Have the option
Notice we haven't popped gauges in all of the games so far. That's crazy.
so
Cross
it's not a
canceling
horrible
out,
position,
just going
but
for
he did
raw
still eat
defense,
120
okay.
damage.
Here I'm hoping to have some nuke, pop some beams, get some damage. He has something here to watch
Yeah, it was
out.
pretty
Yep,
early game.
managed to avoid. Go to the
Looks
front.
like he missed a judgment.
Anti-damage as well. Nice. And that's already 2. So either he has 2 or 1's missing. Just getting the wind rack just because I'm trying to get the hand moving. I have 2 of them. So I'm just going to hold on to one.
Happened in EO to one of
Okay.
our players too.
Interesting.
Weird
Oh, trying to
twitch
go
word.
for, trying to be
I
cheeky
think
with
it was
damage
either
here.
you or
I
he
wouldn't go for
another
that,
player
but
that
okay,
tried to
okay,
pop
my
it,
man doesn't
chip
care.
out, but it never
No
came
fear,
out.
no fear, because this is just
Nothing.
raw damage. Like usually you hold on to these chips, and that's why you bring an element man and an erase man for the strategic value that it has. Either you can get decrosses out of it, you can set it allows you to maybe move in certain situations. So that's just going here for that and wasting those 2 megas for like what? Like around 500 damage. It's not bad damage, but I find more value in other uses for them than doing this here,
Nothing
just because
happened.
of the position.
Which was weird.
Still, let's see.
Yeah,
Imbiz,
that's-
alright.
I don't
Okay, that's good,
remember
that's good,
if
that's
it
good, that's
happened
good, that's good.
in
Getting rid of the
someone
Imbiz
else's
is still
Evo,
good.
though.
Still finding a wing out of it. Now the charge shot, no, he mashes. Good mashing here. Good mashing. Yeah,
For
this is
now.
good position. He still has good damage difference on me,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
this get done is a good idea just to try and, clip him. Unless he goes Tengu. Preemptive charge, I'm not a fan.
No, I don't think
Usually
it's-
you want to hold until after the BDT, until you see what they have against the charge. So here,
See it this early.
I'm a little concerned,
Definitely
but
not
alright,
this
let's do
early.
it, let's get it.
Maybe, like, way later on if
Full
he's
cost?
in a little bit of a pinch.
Nope.
but
And here just going for
yeah.
damage.
Yeah,
rid of
it's
the
definitely
barrier.
not an option you wanna throw out,
Area grab,
just
okay.
willy-nilly.
Judgment, like,
Or they just
this is like banking on the host coming back, which yeah, they will come back at some point during this turn, but like that, I'm locked out of activating my chips until like 4 to 5 seconds into the turn.
I
So
mean,
the
if
life
it
aura's
was, like,
out.
Darkness
I can just
Overlord
pop the
where they
wing
could
rack
just
here.
throw,
You see me once again going for the
anything,
defense
that
and
would
then the
be
chip.
oh, wait, no,
And
that's
this
all.
actually builds upon that because I mentioned before, like, yeah, you can use wind rack first, and then if they activate something while you're in the animation, then you have the barrier behind it to protect yourself. So on top of that, you see me have the anti-damage here as well. Layers and layers of defense. So here, I would go for the charge, but that will entail me losing my barrier to 100. So you see me hesitating there, and I'm gonna probably dance instead.
He's
Yep.
got some more protection on his own to deal with us.
Yep. Still, I go for it because I have the light aura on the back, so it's like, alright, yeah, sure, whatever, the turn's over. Just to add on that, also, you could think, why don't you just like wait out and then go to the next turn, and then you pop the life aura then? And it's like, I would consider that, but I'm -1 area in this scenario. He could go for the Tango Cross and just try and, you know, pull up some big damage on me, getting rid of the life aura, and then just taking advantage of my limited space for mobility and pop a bubble star or do something here for big damage. Luckily, I have defense here.
A while ago, and now we're kind of back to neck and neck.
I have
Sorry.
movement.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Have a
Or-
pop plane.
I have options here.
No joke, not really biting.
I'm playing a little passive, I will say so. But am I gonna go for it? Is he actually gonna go for it? Oh, the absolute madman! Oh, he's doing it! He's crazy!
Could be going for sending
No setup whatsoever. Just going off of the raw area advantage. And so, just to add on that as well, I can get away with this type of stuff here, not only because I don't have any other options at the hand, but also because if I'm +2 area here, even if I just pop without getting rid of the trap, the soldiers are still around, and I still get maybe either 3 columns or 2 columns of damage, which I think here might be enough. With 3, definitely enough.
Would be pretty high. I do
And
love
you see
formation.
here, yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Oh,
I
ground
kinda like
SP,
the
but too late.
absolutely.
This might be it.
Oh,
Yeah, GG's.
oh
This
my
is
God.
GG's, yep. Okay, GG's. Fist bumps. Alright, that was cool. I think I had a lot of layers of defense at the end there, as you can see. So what went good in this set? At the end there, I had a good amount of layers of defense that helped me to get rid of any pressure that I would have in, you know, just trying to move about and not get hit by the BDTs. I also had sufficient area advantage where the pressure was on him to either A, try and get rid of the many layers of defense that I had already on me, or 2, try and get rid of the area. He had to prioritize one or the other unless he has very specific chips that allowed him to do both of them at the same time. I'm talking about like an erase man, I'm talking about a judge man, etc. Since there didn't seem to be much in that kind of regard, I had the opportunity to just pop the button and just get the kill here, and that was great. GG's, you know, I feel pretty happy about this. Definitely feel like I also had the opportunity to have some luck in my favor here. I don't know what happened with his hand, maybe if he was a little bit hand locked, or, you know, just didn't have many outs to what I was doing, but also avoiding big damage once again, didn't see the bubble star, didn't see the ground man. I feel pretty good about this set. I think that I was able to keep up with him in neutral and make him a little hesitant to activate or hold on to certain chips. And because he was doing that, and I'm doing it the same, but because I'm aware of that's kind of the dynamic that's happening between the two of us, I'm able to sneak in some sudden movements here that throw off his game plan. And while he's waiting, oh, that I'm not gonna push a button, then I'm gonna push a button there and, you know, pull out the controls and get the win. So I think that's like some of the notions or things that happen here that allow me to sneak in and get the win. I think this matchup on paper, like Falso definitely wins, but it's around how you play it and how you understand the matchup and using your counters to it that allow you to maybe try and get the advantage, the upper hand, and then take the lead from there. This is one of 2 sets that Anime Caveman and Knight played during Grand Finals. If you would like to see the other one and an analysis of it, let me know in the comments. As well as if you would like to see me review any other sets either from myself or from yours. A couple months after this tournament, I traveled to Tokyo and the Japanese community got together just because I was in town. It was an awesome gathering. But also, I had to face off against all of the OG Game Boy Advance champions from back in the day, back to back to back. If you would like to see the matches from this and the analysis of those matches, consider subscribing to the channel, as I'm currently editing those videos together and hope to release them soon. Meanwhile, I have a bunch more analysis videos and tournament matches both in this channel and La Gema, my other channel for brother fighting game content. where you can watch tournament sets, other Battle Network games, and a bunch of different formats. I really appreciate you watching and your support, and if you would like to play as well, join my Discord, which I will put in the description below. I'm just trying to make new Battle Network content and generate more community around this and get people together to play. So I hope you like this and you enjoy the following videos. Thank you so much and have a nice day.